Hi everyone, I'm Allison, owner of Reveal Hair and Makeup. We are a beauty team in Hawaii. I'm going to be showing you what is in my pro hairstyling kit. So since I do mobile hairstyling, I literally have to have everything for any look someone might ask. And I also travel around the island for all of our appointments, and so it's important for me to have everything in something very durable, and that would be the Zuca Bag. So the Zuca Bag can be found on Amazon, as well as all of the products and tools I'm using. You can find the links for those below in the description. So the Zuca Bag is just amazing because it has double wheels on it, and so it's super durable. Like, a lot of times we're walking from like the parking lot all the way over to a hotel room and over some rocks and steps. So it is nice to have something sturdy that protects all of my tools and all of my products. So with that in mind, first thing I want to share with you are my favorite products I use. So there are so many brands out there, and it really is, hard to find like your absolute favorites. So this definitely took years, and there's always new things coming out, which I love to try. So if you have any suggestions, go ahead and put that in the comment section below. So I wanted to break it down to like my 4 favorite products that I really can do anybody's hair with. So we get a lot of requests for, beach waves or updos, and then we also get, requests for like a super nice blowout. But when I get to the client, I just want to make sure I have like a certain solid few things that will work no matter what the request is. So I'm going to show you guys those 4 favorites I have. Of course, I have other ones too I love, but let's just show you my favorites. That way maybe you can check them out too. So first of all, like, textures become really important for styling, and one of the items or products that you can use to create texture, whether you're a hairstylist or in your own hair, is a texture spray. So I've tried a handful out, and this one definitely gives the most hold and texture with it, like the double duty of hold and texture. So this one is called a Dry Texturizer. It's by Davines, and it smells really good. Like, everyone's always like, oh my gosh, that smells so good. It's really refreshing, like a coconutty, like cinnamon, vanilla smell. And this one is, it's a little, like, the bottle's like a little heavy, like there's a lot of product in there. So it does last a while. So you'll see the price tag's a little bit higher, but it'll definitely last. So I use this dry texture spray to create like beachier looks, or even, just to give some definition on the ends. And this one just really, I probably use this on every single client. And the next thing I want to chat with you about, since we're on the subject of texture, is a texturizing powder. So this one just comes out like this, like as a little powder. And you apply this at the root. And so if you have like thinner hair or need some volume but don't like to do a ton of teasing, this is the one for you. This is Lanza's Healing Style Powder Up Texture. So this one it's really good. There's a few other brands out there that work as well, but this one has just been standard, and it is really full when you buy the product. So there's nothing worse than like buying a product and it's like feels half empty when you get it. And this one definitely comes totally full. So that is the Lanza Powder Up Texturizer. And then as far as hairsprays, so hairsprays, like, you either have a love or hate relationship with hairspray. And so one of the things a lot of our clients say is, oh, it's so humid, put on tons of hairspray, I don't want my hair to fall out. But the thing is with humidity, you actually don't want to use a ton of hairspray because it can weigh your hair down. So you want to make sure that you have something that holds but isn't heavy, and that would be this one. This is Davines. This is a strong hairspray. And like I said, the link for this will be below if you want to get it as well. This one is definitely totally full and heavy when you buy it. Like, it is a full bottle of hairspray, and it lasts really long. So this, like, you can go over with just like 1 or 2 sprays, and it has a lot of hold. So you don't have to worry about, putting like 10 coats of this on to get it to work. But if you do go ahead and apply it a little bit excessively, it'll still hold well, but it won't be too heavy. So that's like one of the biggest things is I feel like it just feels right to say, oh, it needs to be hairsprayed a lot for it to hold, but it actually, you want to kind of limit how much you apply, but this one won't cause that problem. So like if my client's like, load it on, I can just load it on and it won't go flat. So this is my favorite hairspray ever. Smells good as well. They also have another hairspray. This one is your Hair Assistant Perfecting Spray. And this one does have a little bit of a lighter spray to it. I like this one. So it works just as well. It's a little bit lighter hold than the strong hold hairspray. And yeah, I guess one other hair product I want to talk about is for finishing touches. It's really important that you have something that can just smooth any flyaways, whether you are a hairstylist and you're taking care of your clients. Those finishing touches really are important for photos because you don't want like one hair, kind of laying out in a picture. And so also for frizzier hair, this is a great one. I actually used a lot of this in my hair today just to kind of smooth down the cuticle. So this one is a bedhead, a hair stick for cool people. And it comes out in like a little oily kind of pomade. And you just apply it at the roots and just kind of calm down any flyaways or around your face right here. This one it's just really good if you have a little more frizz or a little unruly hairs here and there. And it's just my favorite thing for finishing touches on all of our clients. So I always make sure I grab this out right before I'm packing up to just do a double check on everyone I've worked on. That way I know once I've used this, we're good to go. So those are my favorites. Of course I use, a little oil here and there if their hair does need some, oil, like if it's too dry. And then I have a styling mousse I use by Davines. This one creates more volume. It's good for curly hair. And a curl cream I use by Davines. You can tell I have a lot of their products. I feel like they're all really universal in working on different hair types. And so because here in Hawaii, we really are exposed to every type of hair, it's just comforting to know that those will work on any hair texture or any hairstyle we're trying to create. So those are all the products I use and I take with me on all the clients. Next, I'm going to be showing you the tools I use at all of my appointments. So now that I showed you guys all of my favorite products, I wanted to get into all of my favorite hair tools. Since I've been doing hair for so long, I really have tried so many different brands of tools, and I've come to find that these are my favorite and they work really well. So one of the things I look for, since we do so many clients every day, is that they hold up and I'm not worried about, having to replace them often. And one of the things I get asked all the time is what flat iron works well. And so this straightener flat iron by T3 has become my favorite. It definitely does not damage the hair, and it's cute, but also you really only need like a couple passes to do a nice smooth straighten, and you can also use it to curl. But the main thing is T3 is really quality, so you'll spend a little bit more money, but it lasts really long. You won't have to replace your flat iron, and it doesn't damage the hair, which putting too much heat on your hair definitely is damaging. So you want to make sure to spend a little bit more to invest in something that isn't damaging and really lasts a while. So that is the T3 flat iron. I love this one. And then I wanted to share with you guys the curling iron I've been using for so long is the GHD Curve. So the GHD Curve, it has the same technology as a flat iron, and so it really smooths the hair and curls the hair at the same time. So say someone has a little more, or you have maybe a little more texture in your hair and then you want it curled, you can use this to kind of smooth out and then curl your hair rather than straighten and then go in and curl. And this one it creates a lot of volume. So this is the GHD Curve. Yeah, definitely a favorite. Or for that classic Hollywood wave, this one. And so kind of a trend right now, and it has been for a while, is the beach waves. And so the Beachwaver brand is kind of new to the market, but they've created these super cool curling irons, and they're so different than like the traditional curling irons. So I'm going to show you how they work real quick. So you stick your hair or your client's hair here, and then you press the button either way, depending on what side you want the curl to go, which direction, and it'll wind the hair up like that. So what happens is you're able to leave your porous ends out and kind of feed them in. That way you don't damage the ends of your hair. So this will create that like bend, like the really loose beach wave. And then the other one actually does a little bit tighter curl. This is the Beachwaver Pro. I love this one too for any clients who have like straight hair, resistant hair, or their hair doesn't hold curl well, or super long hair. Like this, the rod on here is way longer than a traditional curling iron. And so this one works so good for creating a nice curl that holds. So depending on what kind of curl they want, I'll use this one to create like either a more classic curl or a beach wave, and then depending on how I work with it after, will give them the look they want. But this one, if you have really long hair, this one works really, really good. Straight and long hair, it really holds well. So those are my two curling irons that I use really all the time. And they heat up super fast too, which is really convenient when you're on the go. And then last, or second to last, I have a crimper, like totally from the 80s crimper. So this thing works super good when you're trying to create some volume and somewhere for the bobby pins to kind of stick. So I don't have to use it that often, but to create texture on like super fine hair, this works like a miracle. Like just a couple crimps and we're good to go. And so I'll use this for updos, or even just if they want a little volume here, I can just do a couple crimps, and then the top part we leave, you know, regular, and it works so good. Just to kind of boost up the volume without too much like back combing like crazy. So this one is by Bedhead. It also is in the links below in the description, and it really is super affordable. So if you have fine hair, it's totally worth grabbing and using it, you know, when you're getting ready to go out or something. And then, of course, every hairstylist must have a blow dryer. So I don't think I've ever used anything besides the GHD. It is so powerful and it does not damage the hair. So it can get the job done really quick without damaging your hair. So if you're one of those people who have to blow dry their hair every day or every few days, it really is important to get a good dryer so that you're not like frying your hair. And this one works so well. So if you have like curly or frizzy hair, definitely use this with a really nice brush and you cannot go wrong. I feel like dryers, like less expensive dryers, are probably what is like the most broken or most often replaced hair tool. And once clients or people I know get a good dryer, they're like, oh my goodness, I can't believe, you know, I didn't do this sooner. So if you have a chance, pick up a GHD dryer. They are absolutely amazing. I'm telling you, always in my kit. It is a little heavy, but there's power in there, so that is probably why. And of course, on all the appointments or you know, other things I bring along, bobby pins, which I have literally in every color. We are in Hawaii, like I said, so it's super diverse here. So we'll, like in one bridal party, we'll end up having like every hair type you can imagine. So I come prepared with those, definitely every color, bronze, black, super blonde, and these come with me everywhere. We bring back up by the pound. And the bobby pin brand I use is actually called Diane. I don't really think there's any other bobby pin that works better. So if you know, maybe you take dance or you are starting to do, you know, wedding hair or prom hair as a hairstylist, definitely get bobby pins that are Diane. They are the best. You will love them. They have a really good grip and they don't, you know, like the ends of the bobby pins, those things don't come off on these. They work so good. And last, I'm going to share with you my super random but most favorite hair tool. It is the pick. So I use this for all of my teasing, and then also of course to comb out like wet hair. but this works so well for teasing hair without making it like kind of turn into like a clump. So what I do is I use this at the roots and then just kind of comb over it a little bit with a pick, and it works so well. So a lot of times I see friends or clients trying to back comb with a finer comb, and it just doesn't look as natural. I think we've come far with our back combing and teasing, you know, looks, and so I think it is nice to be able to have a natural teasing in there and nothing like super padded. So this would be it, the Diane Pick. It's my baby, it goes everywhere with me. So pick one of these up if you can. You will love having it like for wet hair and teasing. So that would be it, everything I have in my pro hairstyling kit that I think is worth showing you guys. Of course, we have a few random other things we bring along with to our appointments just in case, but that is really everything I think you guys should have if you're looking to invest in some hair tools or hair products. I hope you enjoyed checking out my hairstyling kit. If you want, you can check out some more inspiration on hair and makeup looks at Reveal Hair and Makeup, or check out our website at revealagem.com. If you have any ideas of what we could chat with you guys about, go ahead and put them in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks, guys.